Hello and welcome to our live Sun web chat with super slimmer turned fashion designer Josie Gibson. Hi Josie, welcome to the Sun studio. How are you?
Hello, thanks for having me.
Nice to have you here. Now, most people will know you from winning Big Brother, and you've inspired thousands of people, and you've really given them confidence to do what you did. And now you've turned your hand to fashion.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your dresses.
Well, I worked really, really hard to lose the weight with my 30-second Slim Intense DVD. But what I wanted to do is what I wanted to do is have a collection that fitted my new body.
Yeah.
So I cannot tell you how lovely it was to actually go in and put these dresses on, because they're like they're quite in line with, so they're bodycon dresses. They're quite tight, and we've got long ones, short ones, and I wanted it to be a bit edgy as well, because before I'd always have to wear like floating maxis to pieces that we put together, and I it's a bit.
Aimed at, Amy wants to know.
I think anyone that wants to show off their curves, really.
Yeah. Brilliant. You're engaged. Are you planning on getting married anytime soon?
Do you know what? Everyone asks me this, but I've been so busy that I haven't got time to. I did a show called Celebrity Wedding Planner, and I got to admit it did put me off a bit, because I had to organise.
I find it quite a struggle then to have all that. Responsibility of organising someone's wedding. It is a big day.
Yeah, I was in Big Brother for 3 months, and that's the hardest thing I've ever done. So, yeah, so I think if
quite relaxed.
Yeah, where I was half cut and I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. Josie, you're designing your own wedding dress. There you go. Does creating your own fashion range help with choosing a design? And could you give us a little bit of a glimpse of what you do? Now, you've said Elvis, but would you actually do that?
Well, I think if I was going to get married in a wedding dress, it would be like a you know, like those mermaid dresses.
Yeah, oh, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, that really show off your shape with loads of design on the front, and I do like a sparkle here and there.
That's great. Now, getting back to your dresses that you designed there's quite a lot of. I love the one that has all the where it looks. God, now I've lost it. But where
we made it like a darker nash, so it looks like your own skin, but it's actually you're actually covered up.
It is actually covered up. Which one's your favourite out of all of them, if you had to pick a favourite?
I love the colours, but I would say my favourites are, and some are actually calling it the Angelina Jolie dress. The long, I wore it on my. I wore it on my birthday party to Café de Paris, and that comes in black and blue, and I love it in both colours. And it's all slashed, and it's got a slit up, and I feel so sexy in that. And if I was going to an awards, I'd wear the elegant long maxi. So yeah, I got a few actually.
Fair enough.
Here all day.
Ali007 wants to know, what made you think about doing a collection for Godiva?
I think like, I always knew when I found out when I started doing my interval training, I always knew my own fashion range. I want to do my own collection, but and that gave me the inspiration, because I thought, well, I'm going to treat myself to do my own collection when I've lost the weight. So
I think that's a brilliant motivator for me as well. Just keeps you going.
Do you know what? I don't know. I do like, I keep myself busy every day, but I think if you work hard and you give a bit back, I think you can only ever be successful. So who knows? I got so many ideas, and I want to do this and that. I change my mind every single day. So who knows? I'm terrible. Who knows? I'm terrible. My agent thinks I'm a nutter.
Certainly not. Hi Josie, says Lindsay, you look amazing. I was wondering how often you work out these days.
Well, I've been a bit more 5 times a week, because my abs are nearly there. So I think if I just up the ante a little bit more, then I want to get, you know, like they've got this saying, like, strong is the new skinny. I want to be like, I want to look strong, I don't want to look skinny, so I want to build up my muscle and get quite muscly now. Not really muscly, but, you know, toned, proper toned.
Okay, and do you find abs you've got?
Abs, and I always, I'm leg heavy as well, so I always suffer with my legs, so I've got to do a lot of leg work.
Fair enough. Hi Josie, says Cleo192002.
Like your name.
First of all, that's they want to know if there was ever a time that you felt like giving up, and what you did to, you know, get through it, keep yourself motivated. 2
stone in 5 weeks is absolutely fantastic. So Cleo needs a round of applause. That is amazing.
So. Well done.
But yeah, well done, Cleo. But yeah, there was so many times I felt like giving up, and as well, the days I'd be like, oh no, I can't stick it. Every time I looked down at my phone, I could see a picture of her. So yeah, and so I'm not that far off her measurements now, and so I wanted to be the same measurements as Raquel Welch.
Brilliant.
Yeah. It's a bit sad.
I don't think so. You need something, you know, to keep you going, and whatever works. Would you like to do another collection, maybe a daywear range? And good luck.
Collection. And obviously summer's coming in, so I want to have lots of mixtures of colours, patterns, and really have a play about. Yeah.
Do you like patterns, or because this one's quite a, you know, mono colour collection? What's your? Do you like floral, or are you more the sort of bold pattern?
But yeah, I do like it. I do really like a splash of colour. I've brought out a few different colours, but yeah, like lots of not floral, but they do these other patterns now, where it's like it tells a story in the dress. So that's I love.
That would be nice.
Yeah, and I love, like my biggest inspiration, I think, is I love Robert Cavalli.
I mean, Roberta Cavalli is very pattern heavy.
When I lost the weight, I said the first thing I'm going to do is like treat myself to a pair of Roberto Cavalli jeans. So I bought a pair off eBay that were size 6. So I was devastated. It didn't fit. But yeah, so I've taken a lot of inspiration from him. I love him. I think he's brilliant.
Anyone else?
I do like a lot of Victoria Beckham, and actually I got stuff. But I actually think her range is really nice as well.
She's obviously copying you.
Yeah.
Right, well done on the collection. How did you choose what to put in, Sam says?
Well, obviously, I wanted to show off my figure and stuff, so I wanted loads of like slashes, and I just wanted to feel sexy. So it's all figure hugging. So yeah, and obviously.
What I noticed about your dresses, they are kind of almost knee length.
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable wearing really short dresses, like skater dresses and stuff like that, always really short, or do you prefer having a little bit more?
No,
coverage?
I made them a bit longer because I'm like 5'10", so I've had to make them a little bit longer. Yeah, because
I think. Line cater for larger ladies as well.
Well, yeah, we wanted to do something larger, but what we're doing now is doing it from a up to a 14, and then like me and Godiva are in talks for catering for larger ladies as well. I didn't say I hate saying larger ladies, bit of meat, right?
Actually, talking about acid soda, this reminds me how your fiancé Luke said he absolutely loves your new body. Does he have a favourite out of all your dresses?
Yeah, he likes to cut out pieces. I think Luke likes anything that's with a bit of on show, He's definitely an ass man. So he's like, am I allowed to say that? With Ben and Jo. I've been meaning to phone Jo for ages, but she's at uni and everything now, so every time I phone her I can't get through. But we were meant to be going to Ibiza together, which I got to pin her down this year for a holiday because I love Jo.
Fair enough. Would you ever do a programme to help people deal with their weight, lose it? Obviously you've done a DVD. Oh, I'd love to. I've been in for a few, well, no, I haven't actually. I've been in for one meeting, but yeah, I'd love to make people aware, because I think it's about educating yourself. And people say, why didn't you do it sooner? Why didn't you do it sooner? But I didn't know what I knew then, what I know now. So it's all about educating yourself, really. And I'd love to educate others on what I've learned, because I have put my doing it the healthy way, and when you say you've researched it all, so you've done it the healthy way, you didn't just go on a crash diet.
And everybody
was
says,
that quite a revelation?
Yeah, but everybody says, what, you must have had surgery to get rid of your loose skin, you must have had surgery. I haven't had surgery at all. Basically, when you take the sugar out of your diet, sugar takes the lower diet, your skin does stretch back, and with good exercise as well, then that's why I mean, I've still got a little bit, but I haven't suffered with lots of loose skins. But if I'd have had a gastric band.
Second day of your DVD and I'm in agony. Any tips on working through the pain? Says Jojo.
Well done, JJ, yeah. It is a killer, but you're not ever going to lose the weight with one that you don't work up a sweat, and it does hurt when you first get into it, but I'm sorry to say this, the best way to get over that achy feeling is to do it again tomorrow and really stretch out, have a good stretch, but do it again tomorrow and it'll get easier and easier.
Good. Right, Steve says, since winning Big Brother in 2010, what has been your favourite moment, and what has been incredible in the last 3 years?
Favourite moment, I think, is when I went to Click House, and I seen, because I always knew I was going to donate 20,000 of my prize money to Click, And then I went to Click House and I seen the amazing work that they do and everything. So I think that's the best money I've ever spent since coming out of the house, and that was my favourite moment, knowing that my money has helped, you know, build a unit down there for them. So yeah,
Brilliant. Right. Alessandra, there we go.
Yes.
Sorry, we had a little problem with our feet here. Alessandra lives in Brazil, and she's your number one fan, she says. She just wants to say hello. And are your dresses going to be available for her to buy from Brazil?
Yeah, I think there's
shipping.
International shipping. Yeah, I've seen Alessandra on Twitter, and yeah, she's so lovely. Brazil, who would have believed it? I've got supporters out in Brazil.
Exactly,
that's mental, isn't it? Is that just
the reach of
crazy?
Right. Right.
But what a touch, that's really, really kind. Yeah, thank you.
Casey Bear says, you look amazing, and she loves your new clothing range now. Are you going to do a casual range? Obviously, we've spoken about this a little bit already, but like, what would a casual range involve? Well,
I spoke about this before. I'm an Aquarian, so I keep coming out of like if you know an Aquarian, we've got a different idea every day of the week. So what I want to do, I have spoke about doing like but I don't know whether it'd go ahead or not. About doing a range of jeans, but really patterned jeans, like a bit like Robert Cavalli jeans. Funny enough. Yeah, so like really funky, nice jeans. Because they're quite hard to find, like really good fitting, funky, nice jeans. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Jill would like to say that she loved the split back dress that you wore on your birthday, and you have said it, but it is in your collection. She'd love to buy it, apparently.
Oh, bless her. Right, Jill. Yeah, no, I tell you what, that's a really comfy dress as well. And that, because it's the mesh, you are being held in. So it looks like your skin, but it's not. It's actually mesh. You're all being held in.
I think it's going to comfort people thinking, oh,
yeah,
actually, I'm going to be secure. Right. Do you think you would be doing something more revealing rather than, you know, a bit more covering up, more revealing evening wear or even a swimwear range?
Like I thought I'll start. I didn't want to like run before I could walk, so I thought I'll start here, and I think I've made it as revealing as I would go. Yeah, I mean, who knows what's in the pipeline now? Who knows? World's my oyster, isn't it?
Exactly. But just coming back to the swimwear, obviously with your new body, that would be a great sort of addition to the range. Do you feel much more comfortable in swimwear now, or?
I do a swimwear range when I got the abs. I nearly got them, but yeah.
Are you nearly there?
I'm no Victoria's Secrets, but you know, I nearly got them.
Scarlett says, hi Josie, I'm struggling with my weight and find it hard to avoid chocolate and bad food.
Yeah.
I really do hate my body and have only recently realised how big I am. What was your inspiration to get slim, and how did you stick to it?
I was never happy with my body. I was always trying all these new diets and everything like that, and well, they obviously didn't work. But yeah, I think I suffer with chocolate still, but what I do is I have the dark stuff, because the really is, you can get like stuff that's like 90% cocoa and stuff like that. So I just have and you can buy the little bars of like green and black. So I just buy them. And that way, if you buy the little ones, because if I buy a big bar, it's gone. I can't just have a couple of squares and leave it in the fridge. It doesn't work. So yeah, just buy the little packets. That's what I do. And if you've got to, but to stay motivated, I personally, and some people say it's not healthy to do that, but I personally like to weigh myself every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to keep yourself on track and know where you're at.
Yeah, exactly. So I like to weigh myself every day, and then I love the feeling of I get after a workout now, so it's quite easy for me to stay motivated. You get addicted to that feeling.
Do you find it hard though to keep up the healthy eating sometimes? Because you know people could sort of say, well, salad does get a bit boring.
Yeah.
Do you have a particular food, for example, that you say, well, it's healthy and I really love eating it, and that's what keeps me going, or is it the variety?
Really, I love my diet because what I do is I just find a healthy alternative. I still have chips, but I have sweet potato chips or parsnip chips. I make it myself. I do a lot more of my own cooking, but I don't just live on salads. I like roast dinner. Roast dinner is one of the best meals you can have. Obviously without the Yorkshire pudding, but I go down the farm shop. I get all my meat locally produced, and I get all my fruit and veg, and lots and lots of veg, lots and lots of greens. But I actually enjoy food now, and I enjoy having a meal and feeling, because sometimes when you have a processed meal, you feel sluggish after it and you feel rubbish. But if you know you've eaten good food, you feel great after it. So I actually really enjoy eating healthy.
And you said you do a lot of your own cooking. Is that something you've only started recently, or have you always been a passionate cook?
No, I wasn't a passionate cook at all. And luckily enough, my other half is quite a passionate cook as well. He's really good at cooking, so I just say what I want, and he normally cooks it.
Brilliant.
He's really good. Been out all day working. He comes in and cooks a dinner. He's good at. But yeah, we that's what it's like. Almost become like a hobby, like a passion for both of us now. We just had our kitchen done, so we just love getting in there together and cooking up some nice healthy meals. And slow cookers, they're amazing. You know exactly what goes in there. Just put it on in the morning, it's done by the evening. I do some lovely stuff in that.
Sounds good, making me hungry. Right, there's another question about how to stick at it. Rachel would like to know how many times a week she should do the workouts before she sees a difference.
Well, it all depends on the individual, really. I would say as many as you think you can. When I first started out, I was doing it 4 times a week, but that's because I was trying to nail the exercises, because a lot of them I could not do at first. So I was doing it 4 times a week, and I was doing it for a good hour. But obviously I would have my rests after like 12-minute intervals, so I would have my rest. But yeah, I was doing it 4 times a week, but now I can maintain it with just doing it like 2-3 times a week.
Did you find the techniques quite easy to get right, or is that something?
Oh, it's 30 seconds of intense training. So still now, because you always up the ante. So you work as hard as you want to work. So even now I still find it tough. But when you're out of breath and you're sweating, and somebody tweeted me the other day going, "Sweat is like fat crying." I love that. So
that's great.
Yeah, you feel just great after.
Would you do your own cooking show or an own DVD now about healthy eating? Now that you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm quite happy to put meals that I eat and all that together, but I don't know if anybody want me to do my own cooking show.
Well, if it's all about healthy eating.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I just try and eat as natural as possible. And I tell you what, I went down the farm shop the other day and I got all my meat and veg and everything from there, and it's the same price going to the supermarket. Plus, you know what's in it.
That is true, and you know where it's come from.
Yeah.
Hi Josie, says Ruben90. Is your DVD targeted to just females, or does it have unisex appeal?
Oh no, it was definitely unisex, and it's definitely unisex, because if anybody sees the sweat that my personal trainer worked up, then they'll definitely know it's unisex, and it helps build muscle and strip fat. So yeah, it's definitely unisex.
Did that keep you going as well, seeing that someone, you know, who's that used to working out actually just works up a sweat like anybody else and has to struggle? Were you like, okay, if he can do it, I can do it?
It was lovely, because James was helping me get the exercises right for like 5 months, and making sure I was doing it all properly. So a lot of the time he'd spend watching me. So when we actually, and he'd watch me do the routine to make sure I was doing it correctly, for a good like 5.5 months, 6 months. And so when we actually shot the video, we had to do it in one take. You can't stop.
You can't stop.
He was trying to keep up with me.
So brilliant.
It was lovely, and I thought, oh, I bet you wish you'd have joined in now, didn't you?
Nice. Prince Miller, we saw you with a bubbly personality in the house. How come you haven't tried stepping into TV presenting yourself yet?
Well, do you know what? It's the hardest thing to get into. It's not as easy as that. You can't just go in and say, "Oh, give me a job." It's really hard, and plus, like, for me to come out of Big Brother and go, right now I want a presenting job, it wouldn't be right. You know, you need to start at the bottom and work your way up like everybody else. So that's what I've tried to do.
What would you like? Like if somebody came up to you and said, Josie, pick your show, what would you want to do?
I'd like to be probably like the female Jeremy Kyle.
Would you be as tough as he is?
No, I'd probably take the mick a little bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't be able to help myself laughing and stuff. But I get my words tongue-tied sometimes, so I don't think that helps me. Plus I've got a Bristolian accent, nobody knows what I'm on about half the time.
I've got no problem understanding you,
Oh,
I'm
right,
sure
oh,
no one else
that's
does. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years' time, Becky boy?
Do you know what, I'm one of these people, I just live for tomorrow. I don't live for 5 years' time, but I hope to be as successful as I can be, and do you know what, I just hope to be happy and healthy. Yeah, happy and healthy. I think that's the main important things.
Brilliant.
And I think it's very important to keep a positive attitude on everything as well. Yeah, always look on the bright side.
Now, our next question is probably someone who is wanting to look on the bright side and heard you say Victoria's Secret and wants to know if you would model for them.
I don't. I think you've got to be. I mean, I'm a size 10. I think you've got to be a lot slimmer than a size 10 to be a Victoria's Secrets model, haven't you?
I actually don't know what size they are.
I think they're really, really tiny. Yeah, no, I think they are quite. Yeah, I don't think they are like. They haven't got like one thing wrong with them, have they?
What?
They are really
tiny.
They're just. I don't think I'm as perfect enough to be a Victoria's Secrets model. Yeah. How are you even born like that anyway?
Goodness knows. Right, Ricky says, would you ever do Celebrity Big Brother?
I've done Celebrity Big Brother, so I don't know if they'd have me back.
Would you do it if they asked you again?
Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I think I wouldn't never say no, but I wouldn't never say yeah. I think if the time was right, and but do you know what? I'm sat here saying that I probably would, yeah, because I really, really enjoyed my time on Big Brother. Obviously I've got some regrets, but I had just the best time of my life, and it changed my life.
Would you find it hard though getting used to living with cameras again? How long did it take you the first time to?
Oh, you forget about the cameras. Yeah, you forget about the cameras, and plus, but the thing is, the only reason why I would be unsure of it is because I'd always be looking for the experience I had the first time round, and if it was not, because I had such a good time, but I don't think anything could ever match that, you know. So I wouldn't want to disappoint myself.
What if they put Raquel Welch in the house with you? Would that be a?
Yeah, I'd be in there I'd be in there in a split. Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Linda would like to know, have you got any plans for a holiday for yourself and Luke?
Yeah, we keep saying we're going to shoot off to Morocco, and then something else comes up, something else comes up, something else comes up. But yeah, we want to go to Morocco for a few days, Marrakesh.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Bit of winter sunshine as well.
Yeah, it's lovely, Marrakesh as well.
Jane would like to know, would you do, going on from Big Brother, would you do shows like Dancing on Ice or Strictly Come Dancing?
I'd love to do Dancing on Ice because now they could lift me up. And I'd like to design my outfit as well.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
You could just do your own outfit and add lots of sparkles. And
I'd be there all day. But yeah, no, I think, but I'm not, the only thing is, Dancing on Ice would scare me because I've got no sense of balance. And you've got to be good on your feet, haven't you?
Well, I think that's the challenge. Probably that's what they teach you. Who would you most like to
partner
do
with?
It? Yeah.
I think Matt Evers. Yeah.
Good choice.
Because I know Matt, he's lovely. Yeah. But I went to roller disco the other day and nearly broke my face, so I think that's right. I'd be one of the ones that break a bone, probably. Well, I don't know now I'm fit. I used to break bones all the time, but now I'm fit, I don't know. I think I'm a lot stronger inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Now, would you ever do your own chat show?
Yeah, I'd love to, but I know. I don't. The thing is, I don't take anything seriously. I always make a joke out of everything, so I know I'd probably end up taking the mick out of everybody that's on it.
Who would you like to interview though? Who would be your favourite guest if you had a chat show?
I think Raquel Welch. because she's been through so much, and like, I think I'd love to interview her. Yeah,
fair enough.
If I met her, I'd probably fall apart. So sad.
Now, another celebrity Big Brother one. Did you regret not staying in the house?
What, when I walked out? Well, to be honest, when the walls are closing in on you, and I felt like I was going a bit mental, and I was missing because you grow such a strong bond with everybody that you're in there with. I was missing all my housemates, terrible, and I get really close to people, so I was really, really missing my housemates. So, but now I do wish I'd have stayed, but at the time my head went in the right place. I was going crazy. But bless Eureka, she's lovely, isn't she? She was like, Josie, it'd be all right. I was going, no, it ain't. I need a beer. But yeah,
it always looks different from when you're on the outside. Did you kind of leave and then say, oh, actually, wish I hadn't? Or did it take a while because you said you just...
I think what they should have done now is like when I come out is let me see my family for like 10 minutes or so, and then put me back in after, so I knew everything was all right.
Yeah.
And then I think I would have been able to last it. But Davina was interviewing me, and all my family were behind her going...
You just wanted to see them.
I was like, and I couldn't speak to them or anything. It was horrible.
Have you started thinking about maybe writing a book about your life and what you've gone through?
Yeah, but it would be a lot to write about. Probably, it'd be interesting. Yeah. I mean, I started writing a book, and I thought I can't put this out there because it's just too much. Got too many skeletons.
You could put it into little pots.
All right.
Right. Val says you're naturally funny. Would you consider writing and starring in a comedy sitcom?
I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. I like in my spare time, that's what I do. I write little, not sitcoms, but I write like little comedy sketches and stuff. Yeah, I just crack myself up really. But
do you just write them for yourself, or do you ever get your pals and sort of perform them together, do them together? No, but I've picked they're all based on all my friends. So my friends, I don't know how I managed to do it, but I've got the funniest group of friends you could ever wish to meet. I was so lucky to have met them. And so they're all based on them. And then do you know what? I haven't even I've showed my friend Jeanette, but I haven't even showed them what I wrote or anything. It's just for me really. I haven't put them out or anything. Do you think they'd like them? Or?
Yeah. But it's stuff you wouldn't think about. It's out of the, what do you call it, when you're out of the box. Yeah.
Would you like to play you? No, who would you like to play you in a film of your life?
Who would I like to play me? I don't know. Joanna Lumley?
She's a great actor.
Is that the wrong thing? Yeah.
No, but you'd have to wait a little while until she could play your whole life. If you had somebody, who would be you at your age now?
Rebel Wilson.
Okay, that's a great. Yeah, that's a really nice.
I love her. I think she's mint. Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Is it? Have I pronounced her name? Rebel Wilson.
I don't know. I keep
Rebel
saying
Wilson.
Rebel.
Yeah, Rebel Wilson. Yeah. But yeah.